I think of moments, when are tough for me, and I think of what my mum went through, and the fight that she had was phenomenal, and that's the kind of fight that I want in me. My family is a big footy family. I grew up with 2 older brothers. I had to be a bit rough and tough around the edges. When I was 13, I was just by chance happened to just catch Mum out touching her breasts. She pretty much said, I feel like I have a lump in my breasts, and still to that point I probably didn't really understand the severity of what was happening. We fast forward 24 hours and she was diagnosed with breast cancer, triple negative, which unfortunately is the worst one you can be diagnosed with. So the whole family, hugged, cried, screamed, shouted, just confused as to what really was going on. From that moment, Mum fought very hard and did all the right things to get better. What Mum went through and how she fought was just incredible. There's obviously that 5-year remission where, your family are on high alert. We're heading out of our 4th year into our 5th year and thinking we're all high and flying pretty much. We unfortunately, got the dreaded phone call that the cancer had come back, but in the brain. And when Mum passed in June, we had a national AFL tournament in July, and I vividly remember saying to my brothers and Dad, just throwing in the towel, not doing it. I don't want to. And I'm really grateful, obviously, for all 3 of them for just, saying that the only thing Mum would want is for me to do it. And I think if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be having these opportunities now, because that AFL tournament where Craig, our head coach, started to identify that I probably was good enough to join the team. And you look back at those moments and kind of wonder, what if I, didn't do it. The most cherished goal that I have for me is definitely my first goal. To have my 2 brothers and my dad in the grandstand behind me, and I know Mum above looking down on me, was a pretty special moment. And, in those moments I couldn't help but send her a kiss and know that one's for her, and I know she's proud of me, so yeah. As an AFLW player, I'm pretty fortunate enough to play a role for Breast Cancer Network Australia. They're extremely close to my heart, and BCNA have been phenomenal. It's not just me as the ambassador, I feel like it's my whole family. We're just flying that flag high. Mum obviously was such a fighter, so it's something that I obviously want to be on the field as well. I feel like there's a lot more to Sophie Conway, and there's a lot more still to come.